I'm coming to you today from the sanctuary of the Fortville Church of the Nazarene with some very exciting news. Now, it's not too exciting looking at me wearing a mask, but we've been doing this now for a little over 7 months. And who would have thought that this is going to be the new normal? How long will this last? We don't know. But one thing we do know, a lot of us are getting a little bit weary of doing things that we've never had to do before, making adjustments, making changes, but we're kind of getting used to it. And as far as the church goes, we've had to make some of those same adjustments and some of those changes, and some we don't necessarily like or even wanted to do. But we know to go forward, we can't just sit in the ditch. We've got to be active and we've got to move forward. So that's why I'm excited to tell you today, after much thought and prayer and conversation with the staff here, we have decided that the format of the two services is worth going forward with. So we are going to go forward with the two services at 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock. Now, someone may say, well, we've been doing that for a little while, so what's the good news? What's different? Well, we're just going to enhance it, and by enhancing it, I mean that we feel like that having two different stylistic services will be helpful. So going forward, we are going to have the 9 o'clock service to be the classic service, and the 11 o'clock service be the contemporary service. And we are excited that this will offer you different styles, different worship songs, and the way we sing and what we sing and how we worship. It's not going to be two identical services. So we're excited about that, and we feel like that will help our reach to go farther in reaching other folks, other people in this area and community. So I just want to tell you that we're excited about that, and this will be happening very, very soon. And we know that God's going to continue to give us direction and guidance as we try to build His kingdom during this difficult time. So,
hey folks, I'm so excited to come to you and tell you about the upcoming changes that are going to be happening in our two services. As Pastor told you before, our classic 9 o'clock service will be a little bit different from what we've been doing over the last few months. We will go back and pick up some of the things that a lot of us are familiar with and grew up with. Things like Blessed Assurance, Victory in Jesus, Since Jesus Came Into My Heart. We may even do some of the older worship stuff, As the Deer Panteth for the Water, and Shout to the Lord, and those sorts of things that some of us are a little bit more familiar with and are not quite as new. We're looking forward to this. We believe this is going to be a great time of worship together. Our contemporary service will remain pretty similar to what it is. We may go a little more contemporary, but we're looking forward to these two opportunities to worship together. This will begin on November the 1st, and we hope that you'll start making plans to come and be with us and be a part of these great worship experiences.
So families may be wondering, what about the Generations discipleship programs here at the church as we transition to these two service formats? Well, I'm excited to tell you that Kids Spring on Sundays will remain at 11 a.m. and we will offer that for kids between kindergarten and 6th grade. We've recently made the transition from Wednesday nights to Sunday nights for our FortNaz youth, which encompasses 7th graders through 12th grade. And we have a new 2-hour service format, starting in the Ark with a large group worship format, and then sectioning off by age and by gender for small group hour on the 2nd hour. So we're staying committed to our discipleship program for our children and our youth, and we're really excited about the days ahead.
So the old adage, if life gives you lemon, make lemonade. Now I know that's kind of quirky, but really in a sense, that's what we feel like that God is helping us to do. We didn't cause this pandemic. This is no one's fault. It just happened, and so we have to adjust with it. And we believe that these two services now, the classic and the contemporary, is going to help us to do just that. Now I know maybe a question some of you will have, well, what's going to happen with the 9:30 a.m. traditional Sunday school hour? Well, because of social distancing, because of the things that we haven't been able to do, we still can't do, and so that is by the wayside, at least for now. But we feel like we have to keep going forward, and this is a good way to do it. So I hope you can catch our excitement, and we are excited about it, as Pastor Joey and Justin has alluded to the different styles and the different things. And just because we're not having a 9:30 Sunday school hour doesn't mean that our children and our youth and our adults are not getting spiritual training. They are. It's just in different channels, different avenues, different venues. And so that's what we feel like, that this is going to be a positive thing. And we want you to join us in our excitement. And again, this all begins on Sunday, November the 1st, 9 o'clock will be our very first classic service, followed by our contemporary service at 11. God bless you, and hope to see you real soon.